What's up, everybody? Excited to be here today. We're going to be talking to Nahar. How are you doing, man?
I'm fine. Thank you very much for having me here, Jack. And
no worries.
How are you?
I'm doing really well. Just woke up, but that is that is what it is. My roommate had to pick somebody up really late at night last night, so I got to listen to them have like a kind of breakup conversation for like 2 hours because I was sleeping on the couch and I heard every single word.
Wow.
It was moderately amusing. So I went to bed a little bit late because of that. But how about you? What you up to?
I'm fine. Everything is normal. I'm here in Cyprus, and my wife, my baby, waking up in the morning, putting the car in the garage, coming back, walking a lot of new features with Zik, new upgrades. So it's not boring.
Yeah, never a dull moment, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about yourself. I know that for those of you watching, Zahar's involved with ZikAnalytics, which is another one of the dropshipping softwares that are available, or software that you can use for dropshipping purposes. Okay, so let's before we get too much into Zik and how you got into that, let's talk a bit about you. I want to kind of understand like how you got into e-commerce in general. So where were you born? What did you do for the first like 10 years of your life? You know, as a kid, was there? It's a good starting point.
Yeah, so actually I born in Thailand. My parents, they had a business in Thailand. I'm coming originally from Israel. They had a business in Thailand. I born in Thailand. Then I moved back to Israel after 3 years. And I lived with my grandmother first. And after a few years, I moved back to live with my mother. My parents divorced. And I was kind of this kid that didn't really like school. I didn't really have the understanding and the connection to the education system. And I was more this kind of kids just looking for parties, make problems, and so on. But I was always need to take care about myself because I didn't come from a family that have too much money. So I always was making money since I'm 14 years old. I was like making parties, selling tickets for parties, selling clothes, stuff like this. And it's like everyone in Israel till 18 years old, and you go to the army. So basically, this was my life, my childhood in very short sentence.
Mm-hmm. So what was one of the first? You said that you've been doing like businessy stuff since you're 14. So what kind of things did you dabble in before you? I'm assuming at some point you got involved in eBay before you did Zik. But yeah, just let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's like I started selling tickets to clubs. Like we had like clubs we were like 14, 15. Yeah, it's clubs for kids, but we were like selling the tickets, promoting them in the school.
Uh-huh.
And after I used my home to make parties in my home. Make it like free drink, like it was 16, 17, free drinks, pay €10, $10, just come in, drink as much as you want. And after I was selling clothes, my sister, she was in India, so she was producing clothes, so she was sending me like a woman clothes, and I was like every weekend invite everyone to the house, all the girls from the neighborhood, from the school, and selling clothes. And this was everything before the army, and after I released for the army, after I finished my military service, it's mandatory in Israel, everyone need to make it.
3 years, right?
3 years, yeah, 3 years. I did what mostly every Israeli do, and it's to fly abroad, to go to work abroad. So I went to work in London, sell oil paintings and stuff like this, door-to-door sales. And then fly to India vacation, and there I met my wife. Actually, she's from
Indian?
Germany.
Oh, German.
No, she's from Germany. She's Russian from Germany.
Gotcha. That's really cool. So, did you sell? Like, how did you learn about dropshipping? Where did that come from?
Actually,
how did it enter your life?
All right. So I was in Germany in 2012, 2013. I was selling in the mall. I had like small like shops in the mall. I was selling jewelries, and the supplier that was selling us the stock, the products, he tell us, yeah, you're in Germany. Why don't you sell on eBay? You can sell on eBay and everything. Was my first connection to eBay. I tried to sell in eBay. It was all right. Made many mistakes. Got my account closed. This is in 2013 because I didn't provide tracking numbers. I didn't have any idea about dropshipping this time.
Yeah.
I went back to Israel with my wife, and I actually lost a lot of money in Germany. The business was very bad, and I owe a lot of money to the suppliers. And I just start to work like anything, like just to collect the money and give it back. And after 6 months, I start working in real estate as a real estate agent. I made a license. I start to work as a real estate agent. And actually, being a real estate agent, it's actually very similar to dropshipping because you do exactly the same thing, You sell something you don't have. You just sell information. This is exactly dropshipping.
And you get a split of it.
Yeah, exactly. And then it was actually a very good time in my life. It really went well for me to sell houses, rent houses. But my wife and her parents, they want that my wife will do the master in Germany. Her second degree
for education.
In Germany. Exactly. And I was like, all right, I will do everything for you. Like I will give up on it was my dream job. I love to do real estate. And I will give up and I will come to Germany. And I came with her to Germany. And I was, for the first 3 months, depressed. Mm-hmm. No work, no language, no sun, no friends, nothing. Just sitting home, don't know what to do. And after maybe 1.5 months, 2 months, I came to visit in Israel. And I went to meet my friends. We had like for one night we go to the river, making fire, barbecue and everything. I don't know how it calls in English.
Yeah, it's like party kind of, but outside. Yeah,
something like this.
Like bonfire, probably.
Yes, exactly. And then my friends were sitting there, and we were all drunk a little bit, and he started to speak about dropshipping. And I was like, hey, it's bullshit. I saw video on YouTube. They said dropshipping from Amazon to eBay, it's bullshit. I don't believe it. Forget, they lied to you. They just sell you a course. This is what I told him. And he was like, oh, and you don't know what you're talking about. I was, yeah. I went on the day I need to go to the airport, I went to visit my boss from the real estate, the owner of the office.
Uh-huh.
And I told him, listen, I tried to do real estate in Germany, but it's not easy. And he looked at me like this, and he was a old person, maybe almost 60 years old, that so many things that really, so many years in real estate, you really know how to recognize opportunities.
Yeah.
What you can do, what you can't do. And he was looking at me like this and telling me, Nahar, with this accent, who going to let you sell houses in Germany? Forget about it. The only thing you can do is sell something in the internet when you're in Germany. And I was like, shit. Kitching, the drop shipping, the guy from 2013 from Germany, what he say? I came back to Germany, I had no money. I tell to my wife, listen, we must to buy computer. We must buy computer so I can make drop shipping. We went, she paid like kind of a loan, like monthly payments. I think I finished to pay just like 6 months ago.
Uh-huh.
And she bought the laptop for me, and I was sitting all day, every day on the eBay store. I joined some closed support group, paid support group, start to list items, and it started to work out.
That's cool. So what when you started, what kind of tools did you use?
When I started, it was a long time ago. There was no market research tools. No one talked about market research. It was like monitor software, to manage your stock and your orders and everything. No automated orders, no bulk listers, and nothing like this. I think it was DS Shop. It's like, I don't know if it exists. Yeah, it exists still.
D-Shop it?
Yeah, D-Shop.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, they're nice guys there. And then, just continue growing my business. And I was thinking I start to look around. I see, okay, I make result. I already make profit. And all the people in the groups, no one talk about profit, Everyone complain. Doesn't work. I don't know how to make money.
Where are the sales? What am I doing wrong? Oh man, yeah. So what led to you forming Zik, and who else is involved with it? Tell me more about that. Like, when did you transition from just drop shipping to wanting to be involved with dropshipping software?
Okay, so in my before the dropshipping, I was doing a coaching course, like to become a coacher, a business and life coacher, and I really like to teach people and to help people, you know. And then when I start to make money, and I say to myself, it was the first month I earned $1,000. I tell to myself, once I earn enough and I know really what I'm doing, I'm going to teach people. This was my first goal. And then I reached the $5,000 profit a month. I think I had only 1,000 items in the store, 1,000 active listings. And I start to teach. So before I start to take money, I just spoke with one of my friends that he was also in the community doing dropshipping, and he had very bad results. And I told him, hey, I will help you. Come, I will show you my method, how I find products. Because I was calculating how many results from the same item, how many sellers selling the same item, how many sold units in the last 30 days. And based on that, I was deciding, will sell or no?
Yeah.
And I started to teach him. And after 2 months, he had great results as well. You know, he started to make money. So I said, okay, I have to go. I have to make webinar. So I spoke with one group in Israel. It's called Automation, something like this.
AutoDS?
No. AutoDS, I met him later.
Okay, gotcha.
It's an Israeli group for dropshippers. It's a big group for dropshippers. And I told him, listen, I want to make a webinar. He told me, yeah, many people come to me. They want to teach, to make webinars. What are you offering? I told him, listen, I have something. If I teach, people starting to make money. It's going to blow up the mind of the people. He told me, okay, let's make a Skype. I showed him everything. He told me, okay, let's do it. So he took $20 for the webinar. For each attendee, and we published it, we made a webinar, and I was sitting like 2 weeks writing the presentation, the PowerPoint, what I'm going to say. It was my first webinar. I never made a webinar before. And then I was thinking to myself, while I was writing the presentation, what if there was a software that do everything I does manually, do it half automated, because it cannot be full automated, but half automated. Yeah. And shows you the correct numbers, statistic, and everything. And I was start to think, how can I make a software? I'm not a programmer, you know. I never wrote a line of code. I have no idea about it. How can I do it? And then I remember, like 2 months before, I bought the eBay template, you know, like for the listing, like a listing template to have a designed listing. And I went inside eBay and I wrote eBay template for sale, and I saw there is many nice template, and I saw nice template. I contact the guy. I told him, listen, I buy from you only if you install it for me, if you put it for me. He told me, okay. We had each other on Skype. We start to speak about life, you know, like every young person, against the governments, against the education system, against all this, the tax, everything is like, it's not fair, and so on. And we become kind of internet friends, you know, like Skype friends, I can call it.
Pen pals.
Yes. And when my idea came to my mind, I asked him, Haris, his name is Haris, he's from Bosnia. I asked him, do you know someone, because I thought he's a designer, do you know someone is a programmer that know how to work with eBay? He told me, what? I'm a programmer. Told them, no way. I told him, listen, I have idea. You must to listen to this idea. We can do something. And I went to the coffee. I was in Denmark this time. I went to the coffee shop. 1 day later, we made a screen share like we do now with a Skype. I showed him everything, how it works. He told me I want to do it as well, like to sell on eBay as well. He started to sell on eBay. He saw the sales. 1 week later, he told me, let's do it. Let's make the software. I think it's a great idea. And
That's
I told
exciting.
him, I told him, like, okay, what we need to do? What is next? He told me, okay, buy domain, buy servers, that's it. I didn't even buy domain before, you know, it was my first domain, I think. But,
yeah.
And basically that's it. He's this is my company, but he's kind of a partner here.
Yeah. So are you? So is it you two are the main people in Zik? Is that right? Or are there more?
No, we have a team now. We have the customer service team. It's 4 people, and we have the more developers, and we have creative people. But yeah, we all together. But if you look from the point of who founded this idea, so it's both of us. Yeah.
That's really cool. So in the future, I'd be down to, because this is just kind of an introductory video, right? Where the audience now knows who you are. They know a little bit about you. You've shown your face, which is a really good thing. So in the future, I'd be down to do more of these videos, except instead of me like asking questions like this, we could have like you screen sharing, showing ZikAnalytics, and then, because I personally, like, I know a lot about it, in the sense that I've heard about it and I know people who use it, but I don't have personal experience using it myself. And so for anybody watching, it'd be really cool for us to do like kind of a tour of it, that kind of thing, pick your brain. So that'd be a good thing to schedule in the future, I think.
Sure. It'd be great. I think today Zik integrated with many tools, with AutoDS, with many other monitors and many users. I think it's above 3,500 now of eBay sellers using, most of them dropshippers, but also normal sellers. And it will be great for me to show you and to show everyone in your great channel. You have an amazing channel. You did an amazing job about Zik and how it works.
I'm really trying to figure out how to get, because the YouTube channel represents a large audience that has a lot of talent, and like if they interact and work together, really great things can happen. And I'm really trying to transition my YouTube channel to be more about my audience and the people in my audience and conversations with them, and less about my own personal opinions and that kind of thing. So that's why I'm doing a lot of these videos where I make content with another individual, whether it's like an interview, a Q&A session, or like a specific topic or whatever, right? That's really something I'm trying to shift towards. So anytime you want to make a video with me, I literally, like, I'm always looking for stuff to make videos about.
Sure, I'm willing to make a video training about Zik and generally about eBay. Anything you think, any idea you come, how to create better titles, how to use the marketing tools inside eBay, how to drive traffic from outside of eBay. I will be releasing new software for sales funnels, for e-commerce, for eBay in the future, more platforms, so we can do also about it.
Awesome, man. That's exciting. So if there's anybody watching this, and feel free to ask questions, and if you guys have any ideas about something you want us to talk about or whatever, like, comment below, and then we'll check it out, and maybe something will happen. All right, man. Now, is there anything you want to talk about before we end the call? Or?
I don't know where you're located.
Oh, I live in East Coast in the States. I live in Reston, Virginia, and also in Wheeling, West Virginia. But I'm going to Nicaragua for a month in January, and then I'm going to Thailand after that. So...
Nice. I will be in Thailand also from September till November.
Ah, that's going to be before I go there. I'm going to be in next year.
Okay.
Will you be there next year?
I don't know. I don't have any idea. Maybe.
You should try and come in February or March.
Yes, we should meet. I'm telling you, I'm talking now with you, and also there is many other people in the internet that I wish one time we could arrange some big meeting, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, Mark, do you know the channel No Bullshit Dropshipping?
Yes.
Yeah, so Mark did that, where he just had like 20 people from all over the world just in one place for a month. Nice. It was an event called Grind Camp, which was interesting. Definitely really interesting.
All right. So it's a good idea to make an event like this. Good idea.
Yeah, it takes a lot of coordination to organize everything properly and to manage all the people and the interactions with each other and that kind of thing. But yeah, it was really fun. Definitely. I learned a lot. I think I learned more than other people did, because some other people just wanted to drink and party and that kind of thing. But, that's always how it is when you have a big group, So
yeah, of course.
Sweet.
All right. Nice.
really good chatting with you, man. You have an energy about you. I can tell.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you. It was a pleasure to be, and I really appreciate that you have me here.
Yeah, we will definitely do some more videos in the future. Sounds good.
Great. All right, man. Ciao. See you
Bye.
next time. Bye.
Ciao.
Have a nice day. Bye.